Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 57 of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have Kim Gebbie, who is a freelance social media manager. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi, Karen. It's great to see you again.
I know. Now, look, we were just talking. So you were actually in my class last semester. So what
That's
degree?
right.
You completed a degree, and then you went on to do one of our new undergraduate certificates in social media. So what degree did you do at USC, and when did you actually finish it?
Well, the degree that I did was a Bachelor of Creative Industries, and I did a major in graphic design and creative advertising.
Yep.
And I actually graduated in 2015.
Okay, and so then you saw like these new undergraduate degrees and thought, oh, I might.
Yeah, I thought, oh, wow, that sounds really good. So I thought, oh, I'm going to do that one. I'll try the social media and, completed that and absolutely loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, excellent, because you're actually one of the very first students to actually finish that qualification.
Oh,
So, yeah,
oh,
because it was
very,
that was the very first semester of those undergraduate certificates. So,
okay.
yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was lots of fun and I learnt so much from it. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Excellent. And I mean, as part of that, we went to, if you remember, well, you were the winner. We went to Australia's Zoo. We had a social media excursion when we weren't on lockdown, clearly, and met the marketing team. And then all the students could compete in a competition to create content from around the zoo. And whoever was, generated the greatest amount of engagement won a prize, and you were the winner.
Yeah. I know. I still can't believe I won that. I really can't. That was just such a fluke, I think. I thought I'd get a selfie with Steve Irwin holding a crocodile.
Yeah, well,
it turned into a boomerang little mini video.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll put this on, enter the competition and hope for the best. And thought a bit of fun anyway. I had no idea that was going to happen, that I was going to win that. And I was just so shocked that I got first.
Yeah, well, that's because you listened to the marketing team and they said, if you have any content with an Irwin in it, you will. That's the gold. That's the gold. And that's
I know. Oh, and it was cut out. And he was holding a crocodile in his hands. It was sort of, and he was like this. And I thought, oh, that's perfect. I'll get that one.
Yeah, well, that went really well. And so as part of that as well, so now you're a freelance social media manager. So you're sort of drawing on your graphic design skills and the social media skills you learned in our courses last semester. So tell me, what are you doing now in terms of your social media professional life?
Well, I'm still in the middle of getting myself all sorted out, basically. I need to get my ABN and insurance and all that sort of thing.
Yep.
But I'm in the process of building up my profile on LinkedIn and other platforms. And I've made some great connections from that networking event that was held at the university. And I've been in touch with a few of the business owners from there. And, I've just got my feelers out and made some wonderful friends through the course as well, which has been good. The horizon, there's a few things on the horizon there.
Yeah. It's a growing area. There'll be lots of requests coming through.
Most definitely, yeah.
And so tell me, like, what's been some of the best career advice that you've been given?
Oh, gee, don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and take a risk every now and then. I mean, the only way that you're going to grow as a person and professionally is to learn from your mistakes, so long as it doesn't cost too much money. But definitely you need to just keep learning as well. Don't be afraid to open a book here and there and even jump online and keep up with the times and make sure that you're up to date with all the nuances that are out there in your area, in your field.
Yeah, and particularly with social media, because it changes every day. So.
I know, it's incredible. I keep opening up all my emails that I'm seeing on TikTok's done this, Twitter's done this, Instagram's now got e-commerce on there, and it's like, huh?
Yeah, I think that's why I like it. I've got a very short attention span, so it's a perfect field for me to be in because there's something new every day. So I don't get bored, that's for sure.
I know. It's incredible. And within such a short period of time too. It seems like everything's just changing so rapidly.
Yeah.
So, you really...
So tell me, so you've been to university, you did your degree and then you did this undergraduate certificate in social media. What were some of the key things that you learned at university that you found really helpful?
I think teamwork is extremely important. If you can work as part of a team, obviously in the real world, you are part of a team, whether you're working from home or in the office. I think that's extremely important, and to make sure that you get along with everybody and that you know what your roles are within that group. That's a big one for me. And communication. That's a big one. You need to know how to communicate things correctly and promptly too. And working to a deadline. Yeah, as part of the team. Yeah.
And don't you think all those things sort of work together? So in order to be a really good team player, it comes down to your communication, It's
exactly.
You
have to have those really good interpersonal skills as well as communication. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can communicate well, it's like you have so much sort of more power in your career and in your life, really, because you're able to really clearly articulate what's happening and what you want.
Exactly. And you won't get anywhere if you don't put your hand up and say, listen, and speak your mind. Don't be afraid to speak your mind too, and ask questions as well. It's all part of the job, yeah.
Absolutely. And so on the flip side of that, what has been some of the skills and knowledge that you've really needed in your professional life that you learned at university that you thought, I wish we covered this?
Well, I hate to say it, but learning to use the Adobe suite. I wish I had learnt that before I went to university. It would have made it a lot easier for me. But, I've picked up enough to get me through and do the assignments and things in university. But, of course, that's changed now too. So I'm working my way through that again. Video editing was a big one in this course that I finished with you, the certificate. I've never done that before, and I thought that was really, really good. And a great sense of satisfaction being able to learn something new and take pride in what you've done with it as well. That was big for me.
Yeah, and it's an important skill now, being able to, because the video content is really, it's one of the leading forms of content. All the research on it has shown that it generates the greatest engagement, although it seems to be tanking a bit on LinkedIn at the moment. But it still goes well. So being able to, that's a really great skill to have, being able to produce video.
That's right. Yeah. And it's all part of the social media workplace too, the industry. As you say, video is one of the main forms of engagement as well on social media. So you've got to know how to do it.
Yeah, and I mean the Adobe suite too is that's a really I'm a big Adobe fan. So I'm an Adobe education leader. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so and knowing they have so many great tools that you can use for both students and academics in not even just graphic design, but just in general. So so knowing how to use those is also really sort of powerful knowledge to have.
Definitely. And
so,
that's evolving all the time as well. So you need to keep up with that and keep your skills in with that too.
absolutely. And so tell me, what is something you've learned social media wise in the last couple of weeks that you could share with us? Because it changes all the time. So
yeah. Well, I was quite surprised to see that Facebook are running some workshops or events, I suppose they call them events, for women on how to stay safe on the internet. There's been an increase of sexual harassment on the internet recently, and they're running these events to give women the tools to be able to be safe and not feel intimidated on the internet. I've had it myself, putting posts up on Facebook, and you get some really nasty comments coming back sometimes, and it can be rather frustrating and quite hurtful too. So I think that this will be a great a tool for women to be able to use this and do these events and learn from these workshops, keep them safe on the internet, which I'm surprised that somebody hasn't done that prior to now.
Yeah, that's well done on Facebook for being so proactive in that space. Because I mean, don't get me started. Facebook's ideas sometimes about community guidelines, community standards, and what they allow and what they don't allow is quite interesting. But yeah, at least I find sometimes what they say is a bit contradictory, but then they'll do something that's actually really good. So I think those workshops are a great idea. So.
Yes, me too. I might even jump online and have a look at them too.
Yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see what they say to do. And so what advice would you, apart from what you've already said, but what other advice would you give to, because I like to call, I don't like calling students current students, I like to call them, and I learned this from a grad, I like to call current students emerging professionals because they're there to learn and to go out into the field of their choosing. So what advice would you give to emerging professionals, so people still at uni or just finished, about how to succeed in their careers?
Well, like I said before, don't be afraid to step outside the box and do something that you are challenged by. You will learn from your mistakes and you will grow professionally and personally. And I think also continue the learning journey. It never hurts to read up on different things in the field, especially with social media, the way it's evolving so rapidly these days. And never say no. Always jump at an opportunity, whether you have the skills or the knowledge or not. You can always learn to do that particular thing. So
except if it's brains, then maybe not. But yeah, anything else? Because I always tell that story. Remember about when I was working at Neighbours, and in the interview, I told them, because this was years ago, I told them that I was familiar with Dreamweaver, the program, and I technically I was, because I downloaded the trial version, but I wasn't very adept at Dreamweaver. But then I waited until I got the job, and then I waited until my boss went away for a few days, and I got Dreamweaver for Dummies, and I learned it. I did it, and then I could use it. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
Well, that's a prime example. I mean, never say no. Just jump at the chance, jump at any opportunity that you get, and say, yeah, I can do that, and I will do it.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's great advice. And so the most important question of the whole show is, who do you like, share, and follow?
Oh, I met this lovely woman at university. just recently, actually, this year. That'd be you, Karen.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, I like share follow you too. No, I really admire your tenacity and your determination and the way that you have got your fingers in so many pies. You're doing so much in that area, social media. I just can't keep up with you. You're like the Energizer bunny, always on the go. And you're such a wealth of information, and you are very happy to share what you know with everybody. And I really, really like that about you too.
Oh, thanks, Kim. That's lovely. And that's nice. And I didn't get you on here to say that. And I didn't get you at all, anything.
No. I'll get that money off you later.
And is there anyone else that you like you love their content?
I do like Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah, Gary V. I think he's great. He's got a wealth of information as well to share. I like to follow him. Oh gosh, I can't think of anybody else really offhand.
That's okay. No, that's fine.
There are a few others, but it's more graphic design followers on Instagram. Okay. But Gary V and yourself would probably be up the top there.
Oh, thank you. So, in closing, because we're at the end of the questions.
Okay.
At the end of my
that went quick.
I know, we did go quick. So, tell me, do you have any other final words that you'd like to share with the people watching? And I've got some comments from them too, so I'll read those out in a second. They're all good.
Well, to the current students that are with you this semester at university, make the most of it and enjoy what you do. It's lots of fun. You'll have a great time. And to those that have graduated, good luck. And I hope that your ideal job comes up and that you follow your dreams. Don't ever let go of your dreams.
That's right. And if your ideal job doesn't come up, make it. Make your own job.
Yes. Yeah.
Make it happen. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's great. And so I'll read to you the comments.
Okay.
Come through. So, Professor Acharya said, a very beautiful, energetic, enthusiastic, confident good afternoon to you, respected, learned, intellectual friend, Dr. Karen. Ahmed said, it's great to watch. And then Professor Acharya said again, respected Dr. Karen, your session always becomes very informative, impressive, and knowledgeable. Well, thank you, Professor Acharya. And then Georgia Schumann, you remember?
Oh, hi, Georgia.
Georgia said, fantastic work, Kim. So,
thank you.
There you go. And Ahmed just said, very great show to see both of you. So,
thank you very much.
Yeah. So, well, that brings us to the end of our show this afternoon. And so my next guest for next week for episode 58 is India Campbell, who is a community coordinator at Insight Social Media. So we'll see.
I'll have to tune in for that one.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Kim. And thanks, everyone, for watching and for your lovely comments. And I'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Thanks. Bye.